Hi guys, and welcome to just here at Brazil. Oh no, pole on the grid. Again, my usual setup. Driver's racing line. Just to give a bit of advantage as the tracks. Legend AI, so as hard as you can get, etc. So everything is going on feet, no assists whatsoever. So yeah, let's get
in a good position for the rest of the race.
Lights are out and let's go. Nice, clean start for now. Rosberg's going to come up the inside. I'm going to brake slightly later. There we go, around the outside. Oh, I'll take that corner a bit wide there. It looks like it's spitting with rain, so it looks like we're going to have an interesting race. Looks like we're going to have an inters and wet situation today. Hard on the brakes. So goals today, I'm gunning for the win, but I would be happy with the podium. Based on my last two races that have gone slightly wrong, I'm going to go relatively conservative with strategy today. Again, as I've taken a couple of risks recently and I haven't really paid off, so I'm going to go relatively easy. Okay, so while these tyres are fresh, we're going to make the most of them. See if we can get a gap between them. We're doing their absolute best, or running wide. They'll be doing their absolute best to ruin the race for me. But very good first lap. Already building a gap to Rosberg behind, which is reassuring. So hard on the brakes. I take a slightly different line into the front. I like to run a bit wide. Don't really know why, to be honest. It's just a line I like. It seems to work for me. Okay. Broke a bit early there. Not really sure why. Even this early on the second lap, I'm starting to feel the track being a little bit slippy here, due to the little spit of rain we've got going on. Tyre temperatures are good, so no need to even think about tyres on this lap at least, although the rain is coming down thick and fast, so I don't think it'll be very long. Really struggling with a bit of wheel spin coming out of the traction zones. It's really used this Mercedes power down the straights. We're good on fuel, so I'm not going to worry about that for now.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS
3-second gap in 2 laps. I'm very happy with that. Just keep up the pace. Running wide there. As I said in the previous video, I am going to be doing other sort of challenges apart from little races. So I've had a couple of suggestions from you guys already, and a couple of messages with suggestions. So I think I'm going to be doing a back to front race. So I'll start from the back of the grid and try and work my way through the field. Running wide there. So I think that'll be my next video.
Tyres are looking very nice. Shouldn't have to worry
Also
about
suggest what track you want me to use, because I will do whatever track you guys suggest.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
The new fastest lap of the race. Got all offline there. Okay, so we're still good on tyres at the minute. Still okay on the slicks. I think it'll be maybe another couple of laps before we have to start thinking about inters. Slipping and sliding through these corners now. You can hear the tyre squeal, so we're definitely, the grip level's definitely lessening. I like racing these conditions, so I really feel that I can really, I really have an advantage over the AI. And I can really start to pull out a gap. So again, Legend AI here. So I'm doing really, really well trying to increase this gap. Maybe the AI aren't as strong around this track as on others, which is to my advantage. Oh, losing front grip now. Okay, temperature's still good, so still happy on these tyres. Obviously in the wet it's key to, or in conditions like this it's key to keep temperature in the tyres. To keep them working. 8-second gap now, I'm really, really pulling away. Oh, come on, front end turning. Seems that the AI are really struggling in these conditions. Usually legendary AI still do better than this, but clearly they're struggling. Whereas I'm capitalising on my ability in these weathers.
Okay, the pit window has opened. Pit window now open for you.
As soon as my lap times start dropping, I will switch onto the inters. As I say, I'm going to play it safe today.
Okay, at this rate we'll finish with a little extra fuel, so you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit.
Thank you, Jeff. So what I'll do is I'll use that extra fuel when I switch tyres to help gain a little bit of time in the pit stop windows.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
Okay. Oh, I'm really sliding now. Oh, I'm losing the back end. Ah, there we go.
Pit in.
So we need to pit, so tyres. I'm going to go intermediate.
We'll be fitting the intermediate tyres.
But I am going to go for another lap. I'm going to try and push these tyres and use these tyres for as long as I can. Not sure what the AI will do, but I think one more lap and I'll definitely come in. Just keep an eye on these temperatures.
Okay, tyre situation bad. Consensus around the garage is they're not looking great, and I don't think you're going to get much more out of them.
Okay guys, so I think I'm going to go into the pits this lap for the inters. No, they are suggesting still dries, but I don't really want to have to make another pit stop if I can help
ready
it.
for you. Box this lap.
Now, do I go for another lap or do I... Oh, decisions. Okay, I'm going to come in and I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to go into inters now. A little bit of a risk, but I have a feeling that it's going to continue to rain, so I think this is a decent choice for us.
Go, go, go.
I'm starting to lose rear end grip quite a lot the last couple of laps.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
So this may help us, could help us gain an advantage on the others, or it could lose us time. So it's just a knife edge. But back out into third. Shows the sort of gap we did create in the first stint. I've got no grip whatsoever. Maybe it was too soon.
Here's the current fuel level. We have 40 kilos remaining. 40 kilos.
So on these tyres, Vettel's on the slicks, and we're not really we're catching him. So far, the tyre choice has not proven to be an awful one. He's coming into the pits. Wonder what tyres he'll put on. Looks like Rosberg had carried on going, so he's really pushing those slicks in these conditions.
Is the car ahead. Tyres are shown to be within the optimal temperature range.
Good. Oh, I'll break myself there. Really catching Rosberg here, so I think his slicks are starting to suffer in these conditions now. So we're catching on Rosberg, and we've already pitted, so we definitely have a huge advantage over the AI here. Looks like Rosberg's pitting now. Yep, he is. No wonder what tyres he'll go on to. Be silly to go on the slicks, in my opinion. His arm's sliding around even on these inters. Stay off the racing line, try and keep these tyres as cool as possible. They are overheating slightly, so we need the track to...
Be careful with them in the high-speed corners.
We'll get on straight. We're going to see if we can find out what tyres everyone's gone on. See what sort of race we're going to have. Whether we're going to have a boring end to the race, where we're just going to continue to lead, or it'll be interesting.
We're watching the amount of standing water on the road. For now, we think it's safe to stay with the Inter.
There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pause it. I just want to have a look, see what else. Everyone's gone on the dry tyres. That's interesting. So I'm the only one on intermediates at the minute. So it looks like all the AI are going to have to pit again. So that's a bad decision on their part. But we'll continue on. Continue with our race. See how we get on. Looks like our early pit stop may have paid off for us here. And our decision to go on to the Inters. Which are extremely good tyre, because I can work in really dryish conditions and quite wet as well, so they're a perfect tyre for these sort of conditions in my opinion. I think it's a bit wet for slicks and there you go. Looks like they're all piling into the pit again now, so bit of a mistake there from all the AI. Gives me an even bigger cushion of time to play with, so it gives me a pit stop in hand pretty much. So if my tyres starting to get a bit worn and I feel like I need to pick up the pace a bit, I'll take a pit stop, a nice relaxed pit stop, and still hopefully maintain the lead. carries on raining in Brazil style, we might end up on the wets here, like the full wets. We will see. Oh, I'll run wide there. See, a little mistake like that, push out wide for the next corner. There we go. Load of car AI coming out the pits there. They've all gone into inters as well, so they finally decided it's the right time. A little late in my opinion, but they've made the decision. Right up the rear end of button. Just a bit unsure of my braking there, so I ran a bit wide. I'm going to try and go around the outside. Nice. All of these are back markers, so they shouldn't really cause me any problems. But knowing the AI in 2015, they're not as forgiving as they were in 2014. There's not a lot of front grip here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to
adjusting the aero on your next stop.
Some more aero when I pit next. Help tighten up the front end. DRS is still enabled for some reason. I said earlier on that they'd disabled it, but okay, I'm not going to complain. Gives me a bit of extra straight line speed. Oh, I'll run wide again in that corner. I think I need to slow myself down through the CLRSs. Starting to see some standing water on the track now, so I don't think it's going to be long until we have to switch to wets here. And I do have enough time to take that little gamble and maybe go onto the wets slightly earlier. Not quite ready to do that yet. And I could stop raining and dry up, so again, don't want to take that risk right now. I want to solidify this win. Whether it's seem to be dominating this race currently. Inside, thank you, Hulkenberg. I want to maintain the dominance. Don't really want to risk losing out here. Excuse me. Be a nice win under my belt. Outbroke myself again there. A little easy for the S, there we go, that's better. Still got the curb though, so lost the back end there. Coming up to Verstappen in 12th place, who's coming up to be lapped by myself. Go down the inside of him here. Quite got the speed of the grip to go up at the side of Alonso as well. Go slightly wider here so I can get some more power, more speed out of the corner.
Right, our current set of rubber is looking a bit worse for wear at this point.
I outbroke myself and hit Alonso. Sorry Alonso, did not mean to do that, mate. Do apologise. Started to get really wet here now. Take that risk, maybe the next lap, and go on to the full wet. I'm really struggling for grip here. I'll completely outbroke myself there. I was worried about who was behind me there and was paying too much attention. Outbroke myself there. Silly mistake. DRS again, still enabled. It's rather shocking, but
DRS has been disabled by
now they've disabled it.
DRS will be offline.
Interesting. It's taken them this long to disable it, even though they've already said that it wasn't.
The conditions are causing everyone trouble. Try your best to find the grip.
Really struggling for grip now. tyres are starting to wear out as well. I'm going to go into a rich mix to try and counteract this and give us a bit of a boost on the straights. Uses the Mercedes engine, which, as we all know from real life, is extremely powerful.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
I'm going to go for another lap. Why not? Feeling good at the minute. Grip level's not fantastic, but it's not. Can't not live with it, so I'm going to carry on. As I say, I've got that big buffer as well at the minute that I've created at the start of the race to aid me here. Back in a bit there. Outbroke myself. Silly mistakes at the minute. I need to cut this out and focus. Oh, and again.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
So again, I'm going to go for an extra lap here. Just want it to get as wet as possible before we go into those wet tyres. We can elongate this stint a bit. Okay, so we're on the DRS has been enabled. Interesting. They've disabled it and enabled it again within a couple of laps, so maybe the Inters is the tyre to stay on for now. Obviously the FIA don't deem it wet enough to worry.
We're still on the right tyre for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Okay, so they reckon it's going to be slick, so I'm going to have to switch back to my next pit stop, going to be an intermediate one, I think.
Okay, fitting intermediate tyres next.
So maybe the wet was not the correct decision, but we'll see.
You need to pit in this lap.
Okay, I'm going to come into the pits this lap and switch to a new set of intermediates. So listening to our engineer will pay off instead of going for our own decisions.
Go now.
Okay, so we've got a fresh set of inters on now. We're going to really push to solidify this potential win even more.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Being wet, or whether the team was correct. See how this rest of this race unfolds and we'll find out. Okay. There's lots of understeer there. Lift up there because I was running wide. Oh, whoops, got the cover there a bit. Okay, so coming up to some back markers again. Should have them up the way by the end of this lap. About 20 seconds off the pace of what we were in the start of the race. It's a lot of time. are snatching at the road at the minute. Went in out of grip quite quickly. Hoping these back markers won't cause us too much trouble. Science moving over for me, thank you mate. Button and Nazar next, having to hold off here a bit because the AI are going very, very slow. So I really do think that the AI, the Legend AI on this tracker, really not, not very good. Because I'm easily winning this race at the minute. On the most difficult setting in this game, so I'm either performing extremely well or they're doing very badly. Which one? I'll let you guys decide on that one. The standing water I was seeing earlier seems to be clearing a little, so I think we may have a situation where we go back onto the slicks near the end of the race. We'll concentrate on this stint for now. I'm sorry if it's a bit boring at the minute.
Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay out, the worse it's going to get.
So we'll see tyre temps. The temps are very hot. Look at that, reds and oranges and yellows. So maybe it's getting close to slick time. So tyre wise, I'm gonna, because I want to get to the end of the race here, I'm gonna go for primes. So the rubber lasts a bit longer. Oh, there we go. Really, not as much spray now, so I think I'm going to go maybe one, maybe two more laps.
In front, you can turn the engine down now. We'll let you know if you need to turn it up again.
Still very good on fuel. I think it's slick time at the end of this lap, because the front tyres are wearing out very, very quickly, and suggests they're overheating, and they've only been on a couple of laps, so I think this lap is the lap. So very, very glad I didn't go onto the wets earlier on. Could have made our race a lot less comfortable. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go onto the options actually and see how long we can stretch them out for, because the wet conditions help keep the temperature down, so they may last a bit longer than usual. So here we are guys, going on to slick tyres.
Exit now.
The only ones in the pits right now,
The car behind is catching you. Mix 2 and 3 are there if you need them.
Okay, so we're going to push, try and keep these tyre temperatures up.
Okay, here's the fuel situation at the moment. We have 20 kilos remaining. That's 20 kilos.
Okay, so 16 laps of this race remaining. We're comfortably in the lead. Got very good grip on these tyres at the minute, so I think that was the right call. feel a lot more comfortable on these than I did on the Inters. So yeah, definitely the right call this time in the race. As the great Mario Walker used to say, to be on the right tyre at the right time. I think we're doing that in a minute.
Seems a-okay to us on the wall here. Let us know if you feel them going off too much.
DRS is back online, obviously. That is on the slicks as well, so I think the AI have realised it's time to go. It's important to try and stay online as much as possible in these conditions, which I didn't do there, as the track offline is very slippery at the minute. Oh, no, completely lost, got a bit of a twitch at the back end there and just lost the car completely.
We're now down to 40% fuel. 40%.
Seeing as we've used wet intermediate tyres in this race, we no longer have to use both compounds of slick tyre, so I think we can stay on the faster tyre here to give us a real speed advantage. Okay, I'm going to put it back down into standard mix a minute just to try and save a little bit of fuel.
There's about a lap's worth of spare fuel in the car. You won't be able to run in mix 3 for long with that much, but do burn it if you need to.
So we've got no fuel worries. Always important to manage it. Drive have more and not run out than less. We'll see if I can really solidify this victory today. Sort of wipe out all the bad luck I've had in the previous videos. Okay, so I'm going to go pretty quiet for the next lap and see how fast we can, what sort of time we can get this next lap.
Looks like we've just hit the 15 kilo mark in terms of fuel. 15 kilos of fuel remain. Away from the next round of stops.
There we go, guys.
We're going to fit the option tyre.
Push hard. And new fastest lap of the race. So very happy with that. DRS here. The inside there. Get rid of these back markers as quick as you can. Oh, whoops, sorry Perez. So it's disadvantageous though because we've now got dirty tyres. We ran out wide on the grass. cleaned off nice and quick. Yeah, so the tyres are starting to wear now, I can feel them. I'm starting to get a lot of wheel spin out of the corners, so I'm having to control with a little less throttle with my foot.
Okay, I'm sure you can feel it already, but we're starting to notice some tyre wear now. They should be good for a while longer though.
I'm now going to go 1-2 more laps on these tyres, and then I think I'll switch to a fresh set.
Okay, fitting options on your next stop.
Possibly could go into the race in these tyres, to be honest, but not sure. I'm gonna risk a blowout or a puncture or anything like that. Okay, so on to lap 28 now. Still looking very good in this race. Tyres are starting to wear a bit, but I think we're all good for now. So we're due to pit this lap apparently. I think we can definitely do that, considering the massive gap we have over Rosberg. As I said earlier, Legend AI not doing very well on this track today. Coming up to lap Mary for the second time. Easily taken here. Oh, I got my front tyre on the grass there, which put me wide into that corner.
Box, box, box.
Well, I think I might really push these tyres to the edge. Really see how much I can get out of them. Going up to Rich Mix. See the limits of this tyre. See how long we can go on them. Seeing as we have quite a big time buffer. See what until we see how far it is until we hit the cliff and go off completely. If AI start catching me rather than me catching them, that's when I know that the tyres are going to
up plenty by now. We're down to around 25% fuel remaining. Pit in.
Yeah, but no front grip at all. I'm gonna go one more lap, just because I can. Still got so much time. Might as well make the most of it. So you're running very wide there due to the lack of front grip. The AI behind me are definitely catching me now, so I think it's definitely time for a fresh set of these options so we can finish this race in style. Maybe try and put in do another silent lap and try and put in another fastest lap towards the end. So our aim now, because I think we've got this win pretty solidly locked in. Including there's third place behind us, and we've lapped third place, so really think we've got a rather big advantage here.
Box this lap.
There we go, Vettel right up my chuff, so he's definitely catching me. So here we go, fresh set of tyres. We've only got 6 laps on these options.
Release.
We have a set of worn tyres here, so I think I used in qualifying. I don't think we had any brand new sets left, so I think I've only got 1 or 2, maybe 3 laps on them, so should be fine till the end of the race now. Yeah, look, fine. Minimal damage. Beautiful. Okay, so I think the next lap I'm going to try and do a silent one, go as quick as I possibly can. See if I can get another fastest lap. Such good traction out of the traction. Still okay to stay in rich. There, look at that, 6/10 faster in the second sector. Gone purple there. So I think we're in for a shout next lap as the new fastest lap. Let's go.
You need to cool your brakes, go easier on them into the corners.
Sorry, Stevens. Do apologise, I broke myself there. Luckily, no damage to the car. Despite a couple of mistakes there, I'm still 2/10 quicker in the second sector. So I think this is going to be a very, very good lap for us. I think we might get a new fastest lap here. Come on, Mercedes. Look at that.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Beautiful lap. Let's keep it clean and finish the race now. That's our goal. We have the victory already in hand. Fourth way Bottas to lap him here. Another 2/10 faster. Wow, this car's really coming into its own now. Get into Bottas' slipstream with DRS. Let's make a move on him. It's pulled over for us nicely. Beautiful move, a bit wide, but that's fine. We'll take that.
5 kilos of fuel in the tank, just 5 kilos of fuel remain.
Okay, so can still stay in rich mix for now. We'll have to go into lean in the last lap if we need to, but I think we'll be fine. Okay guys, so coming to the end of this race now. 2 laps to go. 2 and a bit. We really dominated this race from start to finish. Started on pole after qualifying. Oh, running wide there. Started on pole after qualifying, and have led from the start. And really dominated this race against this legend AI who struggled here today. Captain Nasser here to lap in for the second time. Lap and a half to go here. With this win really wrapped up now. Looking good. Really showing some fantastic pace today against this legend AI. Across the line to start the final lap of the race. Tyres are starting to go, but it doesn't matter in the last lap of the race. Let's go ahead and seal this win for us. Run wide there because the front grip's gone. Okay, we're okay on fuel. Whoa. Running wide there, trying to get past these back markers. Final corner, guys. And here we are. Running down the straight now. About to flick it up with the steering wheel into 8th gear. There we go. 190, 200 miles an hour across the line, and we take the win. Very good performance there from ourselves. Fantastic win for us. Back on track after a couple of difficult races for us. Showing the real pace the Mercedes has, and that I've still got it. I haven't lost it. But very good race for us there. So moving on to the next one. Next video will probably be tomorrow, maybe the day after. Again, keep bringing your suggestions in with what you want me to do next, and I'll just certainly do my best for you guys. So there's the result. I won by over a minute, which is fantastic. Really shows the gap between myself and the AI. They really struggled, which is surprising. But yeah, very comfortable win there. And I will leave it at that, and we'll go on to the next race. Hopefully see you guys soon. Again, like, favourite, subscribe. Would really appreciate your support. Any questions or any suggestions for future videos, please don't hesitate to comment or message me, and will certainly do my best to entertain you guys. Okay, so see you next time. Bye.